Welcome to Wild Man Garage, Episode 3, Season 4. Okay, not really. A little bit of Rocky Mountain Raceweek prep today. James and I worked on the Mustang for 15 minutes? Maybe 15 minutes. Well, wherever he is, he's pretty tired tonight. He's been sick for over a week, just now getting better. Anyway, he was working on his scroll saw project, making a
camp-based knife.
A camp knife out of wood. But we've been watching a lot of Forged in Fire in the past, and he wanted to give it a try. And we got the scroll saw out that his grandpa gave to him, so we were trying it. Anyway, we worked on the Mustang for about 15 minutes.
Probably more like 30.
I don't know if it was 30. So.
I saved his project because he almost didn't.
He saved me. I've been struggling to figure out how to get this alternator on here.
We decided we needed to cut one of his little extender things.
So normally, this is the alternator. Normally this is over on that side. But we've got turbo spinny things over there and exhaust pipes that are all in the way, and so there's nowhere for this to go.
So he was trying to get it on for like, what, a week?
Well, on and off. I spent a couple days in the past couple weeks trying to figure out how to get it on there. Yes.
So his extension was too long. It was the shortest
my long bolts were too long usually. So we went to the farm store and got some steel spacers, right?
Spacers. But his shortest one was too long, so we decided we were going to have to...
Well, how did we determine they were too long?
Because we had to try them out, and we were trying... I could clearly see this was at least half a belt off from...
So the spacing, we need the pulleys. We needed this pulley. The most important part is this pulley lining up with that one and that one. And what James could clearly see was that this pulley was spaced out further by like half of a pulley thickness, like half of a belt thickness. So
I thought maybe we would only need about half that much of the spacer. So he chopped one up, put half of it on there.
Yep, took one of our steel spacers, cut it in half. Put it down in it. Let's see if I can show it.
I would check to see if it would work, and I wasn't quite sure, but you thought it was pretty much perfect.
Well, the camera doesn't want to focus on it.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't see, but we were trying to figure out.
So yeah.
I wasn't sure it was quite good enough, but you thought it was pretty perfect. So we went and grabbed the big ruler thing.
We went and got the yardstick level over there hanging on the wall.
What is it?
Yeah, because it has a real good flat surface.
And we put it up between the pulleys and the neck.
So we set it up against the front side of that pulley, so we had a nice flat surface and a straight line. We lined it up, and wouldn't you know it, the front side of that pulley matched up perfectly with the front side of this pulley, so that we know we've got them pretty darn close to in line the way that they need to be. All thanks to tired man James, who's still recovering from being sick. All thanks to this bugger right here, Mr. Co-Pilot. He's going to be pretty handy when we go on Raceweek, huh? Jim Carrey. Yeah. I know. Anyway, so we got that spaced correctly.
And then he was joking. He said he was going to have to redo my eyes.
I know, they were tired. And then I worked also to put a tensioner rod in here. I had to figure out my spacing with many millions of washers on the bolt to get it spaced correctly so that I could drill a hole here on the bracket for the alternator. And I can use this by turning it one way or the other. It will actually shorten or lengthen this rod, which will move this pulley away from the main pulleys or closer to it, so that when I put a belt on here, I can adjust this and it'll tighten the belt up to the tension that I need. I did end up having to put the factory tensioner in there, which it doesn't do anything except act like a free spinning pulley to help me out so that I can get the belt to spin against this guy, the water pump. Otherwise it would probably not work. Not very well anyway, so that'll help it a little bit better. Anyway, so that's what we worked on, and now it's I wish I had more bolts holding it to the engine like from the factory, but there's no way to do it. So pretty tight, doesn't move. So I think it'll work. Anyway, thank you to Master James. Appreciate it, buddy. Let's go watch some Top Gun Maverick. Bye.